Hello, I'm Freddy Jacquin, and I'm a hypnotherapist. Thank you for choosing this program, for reading my booklet, and for taking the time out to listen to this audio to help you overcome your smoking habit forever. Firstly, let me just state the obvious. This is a hypnosis audio, so please don't listen to it while you're driving or working heavy machinery. And you take full responsibility for making sure that you do that. I'm assuming because you're listening to this audio that you've already read the Quit Smoking booklet, you've answered the questionnaire, and you now know that your cigarette smoking is a problem of habit and not an addiction. Because you've answered the questionnaire and you answered yes to the question, are you ready to give up any small amount of enjoyment you've had from cigarettes forever, that you're committed to doing that? And you now know that you can quit. When I asked the question in the questionnaire, who are the most important people in your life? And when I asked that question, if that person's life depended upon you quitting today, you said yes. So I'd like to remind you, that person you were thinking about, that person you love, their life absolutely depends upon you quitting today. Because if you can imagine for one moment how you'd be without that person in your life, then I have no doubt they feel the same way about you. And the chances are that their life would not be the same without you in it. So now you know you absolutely can quit. You've made the commitment to give up that small amount of enjoyment forever. And you know that this is a habit. And as you read in the booklet, the fact that this is a habit is the reason why it's been so hard to quit in the past. Like everything you've learned to do, walking, talking, reading, writing, riding a bike, swimming, once something's learnt to the point where it becomes an automatic function, you no longer have conscious control over it. If you learn to swim, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you fall in the water, you'll instantly be able to swim. If you've learnt to ride a bike as a child, it doesn't matter if you've ridden a bike for 10 years. You get on a bike, you'll be able to ride it. Once these programs are learnt, they're set. And at that point, it's as if we create a part of us that then runs that job for us. Just as now you have a part of you that can read. If you're a driver, you have a part of you that can drive. And now, if you like, you have a part of you that smokes. And that part has been doing that job for you for years. I see people who smoke 30 cigarettes a day. And some of them have smoked 30 cigarettes a day for 30 years. Every day. And I say to them, that's an incredible feat. To try and remember to do something 30 times a day, every single day, for 30 years without fail, it's an incredible feat. You couldn't possibly do that consciously. At some point, maybe as a kid, a teenager, it seemed important that you smoked. And at some point, you may not have done this consciously, you'd have said, remind me, have a cigarette. And the moment you created that part of you that smokes, you no longer have to think about cigarettes ever again. And that's what it's like for you. Because if we were speaking face to face, you'd probably say to me, Freddy, I want to quit smoking. It's killing me. It's costing me. It's risking my time with the people I love. But it's almost like it's a part of me that continues to light those cigarettes up, even though they're killing me and I don't want to do it anymore. And that's what it's like. You have a part of you that smokes. So when we get into the hypnosis part of this audio, as strange as it may seem, I am going to speak directly to the part of you that runs that smoking habit. And it will communicate in some way. I don't know how, you don't know how, because it's an unconscious part of your being, but it will communicate. The first thing I'm going to do is ask it to explain what it's been doing for you, what the positive function of that habit has been. Because although you're saying it's doing nothing for me, the chances are that that part still believes it's doing for you what it did when you were a kid and you gave it that job. Even though now you're an adult in your own rights and you don't need a cigarette in your hand to feel cool with your friends or to feel more attractive or more confident. But the chances are that part still believes it's doing that for you. So I'm going to ask it to explain to you at some level of consciousness what it is that it's trying to do for you, what the positive intention of that habit has been. I'm then going to ask that part to go to your creative mind, the part of you that dreams, has ideas, makes plans, and allow that wonderful creative mind to run, flow and work and come up with lots of new choices for you. Something else that part can do for you that's of equal benefit or more, that has nothing to do with smoking, eating, or any other form of chemical. Now, providing your creative mind can come up with something else for it to do, and I've never known anyone who can't do this, I'm going to ask that part that runs that smoking habit to pick one of the new choices, the one that it believes is the most immediate, available and effective, that has nothing to do with smoking, eating or any other form of chemical, that will allow you to have the life and health you want. I'm then going to ask that part to take that new choice and integrate it into your body and your mind at a molecular, cellular, neuron level. And when that happens, I promise you, the need for a cigarette will be gone from your body. The thought of a cigarette will be gone from your mind. And you will walk away from that habit forever. Easily, effortlessly, and automatically. Today and forever. So that's what I'm going to do. As crazy as it may seem, I'm going to speak directly to that part of you. It will communicate. I will ask it to go and find something else to do for you. And when that happens, I promise you, the need for a cigarette will be gone from your life forever. And you will have those two choices back that we spoke about in that booklet. And if someone offers you a cigarette, you better smile and say, yeah, thanks. But from today, you better say, cigarette, being around for the people I love. Cigarette, having tens of £1,000s more to spend on my family. Cigarette, being fit and well. I'd love to think you say no thanks. But it'll be your choice. As I stated in the booklet, I'm not a hypnotist that makes people do anything they don't want to do. If you're here listening to this audio because someone else wants you to quit, because your doctor wants you to quit, then I'd put this audio away until you're ready to quit, till you've made that decision yourself. But I'm going to assume that you've made that decision. It's come from your heart, from your mind, and you're ready to quit smoking forever. Just for a moment, before we get into the hypnosis session, just for a moment, close your eyes if you're capable of doing that right now, and just see the faces or the face of the people you love most, whether that's your child, your partner, your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your friend, See those faces now. Feel that love right now. And let that remind you of what you're doing right now and why you're doing it. And as you see those faces, as you feel that love, the need for a cigarette disappears from your body forever. And the thought of a cigarette will be wiped from your mind. And you will walk away from that habit forever. So if you're ready to get into the hypnosis with me, I'd like you to find a place where you can just sit or lie down comfortably for a while, where you can be undisturbed for a while. So if you can't do that now, put this audio away until you can. As I stated earlier, make sure that you're not listening to this while you're driving or working heavy machinery. So if you're ready to get into the hypnosis, if you found that space and that time, then I'd like you just to get comfortable. Now you can listen to me if you want, but I don't mean this rudely. I'm not interested in your conscious mind. You tried to overcome this consciously and it didn't work. This is an unconscious process or program that is running. And your unconscious mind will hear everything I've got to say. And it will take from it what's needed for you to free yourself forever. This is a collaboration, not something I'm doing for you or doing to you. This is a collaboration between me and you. I want this for you. You just have to want it for yourself. And get into this with me. As I said, you can listen if you want. But if your mind drifts off for a while someplace else, that's fine as well. So if you're comfortable, make sure your feet are not crossed, your hands are not crossed. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close, but only as quickly as you're ready to free yourself forever from the smoking habit. That's right. Now, just for a moment, I want you to focus on the tiny muscles around your eyes. With your eyes closed, just focus on those muscles. And imagine those muscles are relaxing so completely they just won't work. Imagine every word I say is relaxing those muscles even more. Just for a while, nobody wants anything. No one expects anything. There is nothing for you to do but to relax. As those muscles relax, as you relax with those muscles, my voice, my words are going to drift with you. Imagine your eyes are so relaxed now they just won't work. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that now, just for a while. Let that feeling of relaxation spread down into your jaw relaxing, your tongue relaxing in your mouth. That feeling spreading into your throat relaxing. The muscles in your neck relaxing more and more. Imagine that's happening automatically now. Let that feeling spread down into your shoulders, into your arms, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. And as your arms relax, you may become aware of certain sensations. You may even become aware of your pulse or your heart beating. As you relax even more, the muscles in your back, stomach and chest. Just for a while, focus on your breathing. And imagine you're breathing in calm and you're breathing out tension. You're breathing in calm and you're breathing out doubt. And let that calm feeling spread down into your stomach muscles. Your stomach relaxing, your hips relaxing. And that feeling spread down into your legs, your calves, ankles, feet and toes. Every muscle, nerve and fibre relaxed, like a handful of rubber bands just thrown there on that chair or that bed. Loose and relaxed. Because with the eyes closed, you can continue to relax now. Although at times you may be more aware of some things than you were before. The sound of my voice, the comfort of the chair, the bed, sensations in arms and legs, the beating of your heart, and the thoughts and images that drift into the mind automatically. Once again, see the faces of the people you love, people that love you. See those faces, feel that love right now. Let that remind you of what you're doing right now and why you're doing it. And as you feel that love, as you see those faces, the need for a cigarette disappears from your body forever. The thought of a cigarette gone from your mind, replaced by a feeling of freedom as you drift deeper, deeper down now. Because with the eyes closed, it becomes easier to become more and more aware of a variety of things that otherwise may go overlooked or ignored. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, and the alteration of awareness as the mind begins that gradual letting go. Letting go even of the effort it takes to be aware of exactly where the arms are positioned, or the hands or fingers, and even the effort it takes to be aware of which leg seems to relax more quickly or completely than the other may seem to be too much effort to bother making. But it takes time to experience that letting go. Your own time in your own way, as you begin to learn even more than before about your abilities, your capacities to learn as you relax. And the mind begins to drift down toward a place of quietness. A place of peaceful inner awareness. A place that almost seems to give off signals that directs awareness down toward it, into it, more and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely and deeply than before, where even the effort it takes to be aware of the sound of my voice or the meaning of my words may almost seem to be too much effort to bother making. It's so much easier simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Allowing events to occur in your own time, in your own way. A drifting down. Deeper, deeper, deeper down now. Just dropping down through space and time. Imagine that's happening automatically. Deeper and deeper. 10, 20, 100 times deeper now. Nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. All that matters is you, the sound of my voice, freedom from the smoking habit forever. The deeper you go, the better you'll feel. The better you feel, the deeper you'll go. 10, 20, 100 times deeper now. And as you drift even deeper, my voice, my words will drift with you to become a part of your experience now. And every word I say is going to take you even deeper. And everything I say now becomes your reality. Every suggestion I give you, you'll act upon and carry out without hesitation, is now your reality. Because you have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. And that unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand, respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. It's so much easier for the conscious mind simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Letting go even of the effort it takes to make the effort that it might take. To tell the exact position of arms, legs, or the entire body now that seems to drift through time and space. That wonderful free-floating place of effortless relaxation and letting go. Allowing events to occur in their own time, in their own way. As you drift as a mind, and that mind drifts without boundaries, without borders, without limits. Just for a moment, see yourself out there. It's an hour from now, it's a week from now, it's 10 years from now. You're fit and well, you're living the life you want, free of the smoking habit. Waking up in the morning energized, going about your day with a new stamina. Notice the extra cash you have every week to spend on the things you love and love doing. Step into that body, feel what it feels like to have your energy back, that feeling of achievement, feeling of pride as you hear yourself saying those words, "No thanks, I don't smoke," and you mean it. Look back to now, notice all the things you did along the way that led to that wonderful feeling. The unconscious mind can allow those changes to occur, while the conscious mind drifts off someplace else entirely. Now. That's right, in your own time, in your own way. Aware of events that occur along the way. As the unconscious mind utilizes that opportunity to alter your awareness and to continue that learning in whatever way is the right way for you. Learning that feeling of letting go. Allowing the unconscious to assume more and more responsibility for guiding and directing awareness as you continue to learn, even more than before, about your abilities, your capacities to learn as you relax. As you relax and enter into the trance more and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely and deeply than before. And I can wonder whether you're aware that you've drifted deeply into that trance. Because the deeper you go, the better you'll feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you'll go. 10, 20, 100 times deeper now. Every word I say is going to take you deeper and deeper. Imagine that's happening automatically. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that now. And as you drift even deeper, my voice and my words will drift with you to become a part of your experience. And as you drift even deeper, you can use your unconscious mind as a resource that you can learn from and really have an experience one that's satisfactory to you. And all that's needed to build a good rapport with the unconscious is to have a line of communication. Sometimes the unconscious communicates by movement. It may be that your eyelids flicker, or your head nods slightly to indicate yes. It may be that a left hand moves all by itself and starts to feel lighter and lighter, starts to drift up or lift up to indicate yes. Or a right hand goes even higher. Or a muscle twitches involuntarily. That's right, you can try and keep your eyes still if they flicker even more. Only the unconscious mind knows which it will use as a yes and no signal. Because the unconscious mind knows more about you than anyone else. And so as you drift deeply into that trance, even deeper than before, I'd like your unconscious mind to search through all the things in your life and pick one thing that is of vital and utmost importance to your heart and lungs, your health and fitness, your looks, your skin, hair, teeth, your finances, something that no longer suits you, something you'd love to be free of. And when the unconscious mind's made that choice, I'd like it to allow those signals to occur. I don't know whether it be the left hand, right hand, both hands that drift up, or the eyes that flicker, or the head that nods, or a muscle that twitches. But you will know when the movement begins. One thing that you'd love to be free of, something you'd love to achieve, something that's of vital and utmost importance to your life, your health and fitness, your heart, your lungs, your finances, something that no longer suits you. And when the unconscious mind's made that choice, I want it to increase those signals. And as that movement begins, the mind automatically moves toward those thoughts and ideas, images that clarify most clearly for you the very things you know and do that get in the way of your health. Awareness migrates toward those things that need attention. Same way animals migrate without thinking or trying. They just seem to know when to go, where to go, what to do to take care of themselves. And in a voice, inner awareness, a sudden realization that something needs to change. It needs to change now. Now I'd like your unconscious mind to hand over those signals to the part of you that is responsible for the smoking habit, the part that runs that smoking behaviour, that reminds you to have a cigarette. When that part has taken full control of those signals, I'd like it to increase those signals at the same time, so that you understand. When that part's taken full control of those signals, I'd like it to make it clear to you by allowing those signals to occur. As you become aware of that movement, as that movement increases, as you go deeper, deeper, deeper down into hypnosis, automatically, effortlessly, mind and body relaxing completely. My voice, my words are going to drift with you. to become a part of your experience, and everything I say now is your reality. Every suggestion I give you, you'll act upon and carry out without hesitation. Now I'd like to ask that part that runs that smoking habit to explain to you what it's been trying to do for you for all these years, what the positive function of that habit has been. When you fully understand the reason why you've been smoking, what that part has been trying to achieve for you, I'd like that part to increase those signals so that you understand that you know the reason. Even as you go deeper, deeper, deeper down now, as you become aware of that movement, as it increases now. And I'd like to thank that part that runs the smoking habit for doing that job for you and doing it brilliantly. Now I'd like to ask that part to go to your creative mind, the part of you that dreams, that has ideas, that makes plans, and allow that wonderful creative mind to run and flow and work and come up with some new choices, something else that it can do for you that's of equal benefit or more, that has nothing to do with smoking, eating, or any other form of chemical. Something that it can do for you that's at least, if not more, immediate, available and effective, that will allow you to have the life, the health, the freedom that you want. I'd like to reassure that part that runs the smoking habit. It doesn't have to take any of the new choices. It doesn't have to give up the smoking habit. It simply has to go in and get lots of new choices. And each time it identifies a new choice that it believes is at least, if not more, immediate, available and effective, that has nothing to do with smoking or eating, I'd like it to increase those signals so that you understand. And as that part searches now 10, 20, 100 new choices, imagine it's an hour from now. You're with your friends, your family. Someone offers you a cigarette and you smile and say, "No thanks, I don't smoke." And feel that feeling of pride, that feeling of freedom, that feeling of achievement as you hear yourself saying those words. You know, everyone knows nobody likes to be told what to do. And if I could tell you what to do, you wouldn't have to be here today. You'd call me on the phone and say, "I'd like to quit smoking." I'd say that's a brilliant idea. Quit smoking now. But everyone knows nobody likes to be told what to do. So I won't say to you that smoking's dangerous. It's unhealthy. It's unattractive. It's smelly. I didn't say you'll receive no pleasure from smoking. And I didn't say that smoking's a poor substitute for your life, for your heart, your lungs, for your health and fitness, your energy, your stamina. I didn't say it's a poor substitute for your looks, your skin, your hair, your teeth, your tongue, your throat. And I didn't say that smoking is a poor substitute for being there for the people you love, people that love you. Once again, see those faces, feel that love. And as you feel that love, the need for a cigarette disappears from your body forever. And the thought of a cigarette is wiped from your mind, replaced by a steely determination to be well, to have the life you want. Now, I didn't say that smoking is a poor substitute for being there for the people you love. And I didn't say it's a poor substitute for the money, the tens of thousands of pounds that you'll have to spend on the things you love and love doing. But one thing I will say to you, not smoking is not something you won't find easy. You had a desire to smoke when you were a kid. No one could talk you out of it. But one thing you know now that you didn't know before, so you also have a large amount of no desire. Get to know that place of no desire as that feeling reaches deeper and deeper within you, and the time of no desire continues to lengthen and grow. And that feeling of no desire reaches deeper and deeper within you, and no way is easier than this. Now I'd like to ask that part that runs the smoking habit to pick one of the new choices, the one that it believes is the most immediate, available and effective, that will allow you to have the life and the health that you want. And when it's made that choice, I want it to increase those signals so that you understand it's made that choice for you. As you become aware of that movement, it increases now. And now I'd like to ask that part that runs the smoking habit, take that new choice, integrate it into your body, into your mind, at a molecular, cellular, neuron level that will allow you that freedom forever, allow you walk away from that habit forever. And when it's done that, I want it to increase those signals so that you understand that it's done that for you. I'd like to thank that part that ran the smoking habit for communicating and making those changes now. And I know you can remember it thoroughly later on. I also know if that master hypnotherapist, Dr. Milton Erickson, were here today, he would tell me that I really don't need to tell you that you won't do that anymore. You'll find it easier to not do it because now you know what you're not going to do. You know how to not do it all by yourself, reminding yourself. But he might say to you in a way that reaches into your unconscious mind and create an irresistible response that from today, no matter how hard you try, you will never be able to smoke a cigarette again without noticing how unpleasant, how unattractive, and how stupid it made you feel, which you'd probably overlooked before or forgotten all about. But not as much forgetting as the man I was talking about in the Quit Smoking booklet. He forgot to live his life. He went to work every day, stayed home every night. He saved money for that day when he'd finally do what he wanted to do. But long before that day arrived, he found he had a cancer in the tongue and in the throat. And maybe only a few months left to live. The man cried as he tried to speak. He said he'd wasted his entire life putting off what he wanted to do. He said he'd ruined it by forgetting to pay close attention to what he did each day and to give himself strict orders, to be good to himself now, to take care of himself now. But you will leave that room in a while with the full understanding you can remember what to do. And not remembering is not something you won't find easy. You had a desire to smoke when you were a kid, and no one could talk you out of it. But one thing you know now, you also have a large amount of no desire for a cigarette. I read once, when I was a child, I thought like a child and I acted like a child. But now I'm an adult, I put away the things a child did. So as you drift deeper and deeper now, I'd like you just for a moment to imagine just drifting up out of your body and leaving your body where it is. Imagine drifting up out of your body and drifting away from your body just for a while. Imagine you're drifting up like a hot air balloon that some young child has let go of in the park. Just drifting up higher and higher. Imagine drifting so high that you can look down and see the planet Earth below you. You can see that beautiful planet below you. everything in perspective. You can see the whites of the mountaintops, the blues of the ocean, the greens of the forest. You can see that beautiful planet way down below you. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to see a target, like an archery target, a massive target down below you. You can see the bands, you can see the very centre of that target. Now, in the very centre is every remnant of the need for a cigarette. Every remnant of any desire is in the centre of that target. In a moment, I'm going to make this sound. As I make that sound, you're going to be fired, shot like an arrow, straight through that target and straight out the other side, into a space of total bliss. In a millisecond, as I make that sound, you're going to be fired, shot like an arrow, straight through that target. And as you go through the target, every remnant of any need, any desire for a cigarette will be wiped from your body, wiped from your mind forever. So get ready. Now you're out the other side, just drifting in that space. See the face of the people you love, people that love you. Feel that love right now. As you feel that love, notice the need for a cigarette's gone from your body, the thought of a cigarette's wiped from your mind. Now drift across the other side of your room so you can see yourself from the other side of the room. You can see the clothes you're wearing, you can hear my voice. Notice as you watch yourself from the other side of the room, every ounce of desire for a cigarette's gone from your body and your mind. You are a non-smoker. Only as quickly as the unconscious mind knows, it's made those changes at a molecular, cellular, neuron level that will allow you that freedom forever. Only then when you drift back over to your body, drop down into your body and go even deeper into the most profound, wonderful state of hypnosis. And as you go deeper, deeper down now, as those changes continue to take place, as my voice and my words drift with you now, it may be interesting for you to think about what you've experienced as you've listened to my voice. The thoughts, the understandings, the learnings, and how you may use these things from one day to the next. Because you have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. And that unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand and respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. And those two minds can learn from your experiences here and now. Some things that you can utilize to deal more effectively with those things that had been a problem for you before. So it's your privilege. Use this experience. Think about the things you can do. Strengths, abilities, skills, the love you may have overlooked before that will allow you a clear view of the possibilities of a new way of living, a new way of being. Take that time now. A brief time seems to be a long time. To review, plan at some level of awareness the things you're going to do later on, things you're going to change later on, as you begin to use more and more of you. See yourself out there living your life fit and well, free of the smoking habit, waking up in the morning energized, going about your day with a new energy. That feeling of freedom. Notice the extra money you have every month. And that feeling of freedom. Because from today as a non-smoker, if anyone offers you a cigarette, you'll smile and say, "No thanks, I don't smoke." As you hear yourself saying those words automatically, you'll be filled immediately with a feeling of absolute freedom, absolute confidence in knowing that you overcame something for yourself, for your future, something that had seemed hard to do, turned out to be Surprisingly easy. Go with your unconscious softness you need to know that you're free. And it may be interesting to know that in that drifting, relaxed state of mind, where thoughts drift by like dreams, some enter the mind, some drift through the mind, and some are left behind to be used later on. Others are remembered or seem to be remembered at first, but then become more and more distant, forgotten over time. And this entire experience may seem so far away, like a dream you had. As the unconscious mind protects the conscious mind and leaves those things behind, forgotten but remembered too. Time changes too. So you'll know what a trance it's been when you begin to know that what seemed to be a long time turned out to be a short time, or what seemed a long time was really no time at all. And so as you drift deeper and deeper now, as my words drift with you, you know it's easy to forget. We put our keys down, forget where we've put them. We make a list, we forget where we've put the list. It's easy to forget. And you will forget to smoke, as the need for a cigarette disappears from your body forever. The thought of a cigarette will be wiped from your mind. And I don't know, it will be an hour from now or a week from now, 30 years from now, when you suddenly realise you've been thinking about something else entirely, and the thought of the cigarette disappeared from your mind right here, right now, and forever. From today, you are a non-smoker. If anyone offers you a cigarette, you'll smile and say, "No thanks, I don't smoke." As you hear yourself saying those words automatically, you'll be filled immediately with a feeling of pride, a feeling of joy in knowing that you overcame something for yourself forever. So go ahead, take your time, do it thoroughly. Only when the unconscious mind knows and has made those changes at a molecular, cellular, neuron level, and allows the conscious mind to accept the changes made. Because in a while I'm going to count from 1 to 10. And every suggestion I've given you, you'll act upon and carry out without hesitation. On 8, your eyes will open. You'll feel incredible, like you've had a ton weight lifted, like you've had the blinkers removed. A feeling of freedom you may have never experienced before, a totally new understanding about your worth, your value, just how loved you are. And that feeling and understanding is going to grow stronger day by day as you get back to full well-being, completely free of the smoking habit forever. So get ready as I count from 1 to 10. On 8, your eyes will open. You will feel incredible. And on 10, that wonderful feeling of freedom will grow stronger day by day as you get back to full well-being as a non-smoker, free of the smoking habit, free of the thought, forever. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful now. 2, to achieve the things you want to achieve in your life and do it brilliantly. 3, a feeling of freedom from every limitation. 4, feel the force of that energy and freedom through every cell, every fibre of your body. 5, feeling incredibly alive now. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely incredible. 9, 10. I'll ask you to accept whatever happens. The need for a cigarette's gone from your body, gone from your mind. And instead of wondering why, just go yippee. Enjoy that freedom. Be happy, be well, and have that life that you want. I wish you the best life possible. Be everything you can be. Bye for now.